What it do, baby? It's your boy Baki back with another one. I wanted to talk a little bit about this Castlevania Dominus collection. Just a little quick review on it, things I love about it, the things I don't like, if there is anything, and then yeah, just talk about it a little bit. So if you haven't heard, I'm sure you have, especially all my Castlevania fans out there, they just released Castlevania Dominus collection on Steam, Switch, PlayStation. It's pretty much everywhere. I'm not sure if it's on Xbox, but if not, it should be. The Castlevania Dominus collection is essentially 5 games. It's Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, and Dawn of Sorrow, which are all the Nintendo DS games finally brought to us, people who don't have DSs anymore. I still have my DS actually, but it's like fried. It doesn't work. The Dominus collection also features two versions of Haunted Castle, the original version and a remastered version that is absolutely amazing called Haunted Castle Revisited. I already put up the whole playthrough of that just like the other day, so if you want to check out any video footage of that, go ahead and do so. There might be some above too as well. Overall, the Dominus collection is absolutely amazing. I have very little bad gripes about anything on it. I mean, it's essentially a glow up. It's essentially glowing up, blowing up, you know, putting these DS games on a pedestal. And I really, really, really appreciate that. Everything looks better, it plays better, sounds better. You're hearing music in HD for the first time. No more crappy Nintendo DS chip. So you get to really hear the orchestra in some of these songs, and especially in like Order of Ecclesia and Portrait of Ruin, which have some amazing soundtracks. This has just been an absolute treat. I actually bought it twice. I have it on the Switch and I have it on Steam. On Steam, I'm absolutely loving it. That's where I'm going to be playing it this year for our Castlevania Marathon, where we beat every single Castlevania game that's ever been created. You know, follow or subscribe if you haven't done so, because we'll be doing that in December. But initially on the Switch, it was kind of weird. It has an advantage that the other ones don't, which it has touchscreen, so you can actually just touch a lot of the stuff, but that doesn't feel as good as it sounds. You know, you doing touchscreen on certain things doesn't feel as good as just using the right analog stick, honestly, in my opinion, at least when I'm setting things up. All of the games are here. There's a ton of extras. You got tons of art that you can do. They got art galleries for every single game. Tons of, I don't know if it's unreleased art, but it's just tons of like development art, you know, where you get to see kind of the other ideas. They had some cool ideas for Shanoa, where you could see like all the tats on her arms and stuff, man. Absolutely amazing. They went baller on this one, and I really appreciate it. I really, really do. Because the GBA collection, I kind of was a little meh about. I really didn't like that they put Dracula X on there instead of Rondo of Blood. I feel like if you're going to put any other game on there, you should have just put Rondo. But, you know, I digress one way or another. So, honestly, I have no gripes about this game. There's a lot of settings, too, for you. So, you can set up the DS in multiple different ways, or the dual screens in multiple different ways. You can have 1, 2, 3, one giant, one half. You could have 3 completely eradicated. There's some really cool ways to actually play, too. And the games look great. They really do. Most DS like emulators and stuff do a pretty decent job of like glowing up those games, but they also suffer a lot of glitches and issues, and all of that is not here. So these are really, really well done ports of these games. Now, I don't know if it has the speed run level of quality that some people would say. You know, I don't know if you can do crazy glitches or anything like that, but I fought the crab. I fought the first boss in every game essentially, and then I beat Castlevania Haunted Castle. Or not Castlevania Haunted Castle. I beat Haunted Castle. I don't know why I keep calling it that. But they all felt exactly as they should feel, but smoother, if you will, you know? Everything felt so smooth, and I can't wait to really, really replay these games again for the marathon in December. That's going to be a really, really good time. So now we got to ask ourselves, what's left, Castlevania? You've pretty much put out majority of the major Castlevania games, right? We've gotten the Castlevania Anniversary Collection 1 and 2. We got the GBA collection. We now have the DS collection. We now need a 3D collection. The 3D collection. Give me Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, Castlevania 64, Castlevania Lament of Innocence, and Castlevania Curse of Darkness. Oh baby. Please, if they do that, I'd be extremely, extremely happy. If they did that, I'd be very, very happy, because even though people think those games are pretty janky, those are actually some of my favorite games. Not the 64 ones. The 64 ones are definitely like C tier for me, but Lament of Innocence is incredible, and Curse of Darkness is really, really good too. So I enjoy both of those games. The amount of detail and extras that they have in the game cannot be understated. They even have like a item list for every single item in the game. So if you wanted to do like your 100%, you can even do that. They have manuals. I mean, the list goes on and on. There is a ton to check out here, and it's only $25, which means it's probably only going to get cheaper. Definitely check this out. Definitely support this. Konami's finally cooking again. We might get a new Metal Gear remake. The Metal Gear remaster that they had come out was booty, but I think 3D games are harder to remaster than 2D. So I think that might be part of the problem why maybe, getting the Castlevanias remastered, the 3D ones might be a little bit harder than it sounds, because I heard I didn't even play the Metal Gear remastered trilogy or whatever, but I heard pretty bad things. So we'll have to see how that goes. But this one is a banger. They knocked it out the park with this one. So thank you, Konami. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. My buddy D-Clip actually hooked me up with the game, and I'm telling you, I am absolutely thrilled, and I've had a blast just playing this game on my Switch. And like I said, I'm saving the Steam version for our Castlevania month. But it's gonna be a good time. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. That's gonna be it for me on this one. Definitely go out and buy. This is a go buy recommend. Would highly, highly, highly recommend Castlevania Dominus collection. I'll see y'all on the next one, baby.